Be careful where you park. It could cost you big bucks if a local towing company spots you in the wrong place at the wrong time. But even worse than that, where your car might wind up. Tonight, News 4 investigator Chris Nagus finds the owner of a local towing outfit to get answers.
It's more or less a gentleman's agreement. It's no contract.
That's George Groves talking about his deal to tow cars off this Family Dollar parking lot on Natural Bridge. Tiara Ketchings is all too familiar.
No more than 30 minutes and my car was gone.
Ketchings parked on the lot after hours to attend a going away party at a nearby club.
I parked at the Family Dollar and because that was the only well-lit area. It's late, I'm a woman, it's night.
She says she didn't see this sign until it was too late. Auto One Services hooked up her car and drove off. The receipt lists a business address, which is actually a house less than a quarter mile from the Family Dollar. Do you just drive out there and see if a car's parked in the lot and then tow it?
Well, sometimes, but for the most part, they call us out.
But the cars aren't towed to the listed address near the store. Instead, Ketchings discovered her car was actually towed from Natural Bridge all the way down Interstate 55.
I said, this has got to be a typo. This has got to be a mistake.
Into Jefferson County.
No way you're located in Barnhart, Missouri.
Before winding up at this lot in rural Barnhart.
He says, yes, I'm in Barnhart, Missouri. That's an hour. That's an hour away. And like I said, luckily my sister was able to take me.
At least you saw the what?
The sights coming out to Barnhart. Did you have good sightseeing when you came out here? That's what he said.
She retrieved her car the next morning and paid $425 to get it back. Do you feel like that's a long way to go?
It is a long way. We're working on moving closer. I mean, that's one of the things we're working on because it costs us. It's a cost, for us to go our way out there. That's how we drive, you know what I'm saying? So
that's not the only complaint waged at Groves.
I thought it was thunder.
On the morning of June 9th, Norman Spear and several neighbors woke up to the sound of an out-of-control Auto One Services truck careening through their yard.
There he is.
A surveillance camera caught it all.
Surprisingly missed two vehicles, another telephone pole, and barely missed a house by probably 6 inches. That just... amazingly that nobody got hurt in. I mean, it's just amazing.
The neighbors would like their yards and property repaired, but the residents of the block got a surprise when they called the insurance provider.
As soon as I called them, they said, he does not have insurance to us.
you have to understand what it costs to run a towing business. It's pretty expensive, especially insurance.
So let me ask you that insurance question. So on June 9th, one of your drivers was involved in a crash.
Yeah.
Didn't have insurance.
Well, as far as that, Hold on. Where was that located at?
Once we reminded Groves, he told me the driver was terminated because he took the truck out without Groves' knowledge. But there's still a problem. So you admit that truck did not have insurance?
Yeah. Because it was in the shop for about a month and a half.
Perhaps it's a bit ironic. Groves' truck is now sitting in someone else's tow yard, racking up hefty storage fees.
That was one.
After all this, Groves says he's no longer in business. But he's not ruling out a return. Do you want to get back into this business?
I mean, eventually.
His closing thoughts, he regrets towing cars off this lot.
It's been a constant headache. I've never had.
Do you mean impounds like off the Family Dollar lot?
Yeah. It's a big headache. I mean.
Because people get upset.
Yeah.
Family Dollar tells me many of their properties are leased and some landlords enter their own agreement with tow companies. Remember when Groves said this?
It's more or less a gentleman's agreement. It's no contract. It's just, they utilize us for the service.
We called the man that manages the property occupied by the Family Dollar. That manager is in California. He says he's never heard of any agreement with any tow company. Tiara Ketchings disputed the charge with her credit card company and yesterday told me she got a full refund. Now, if you have a complaint about a towing operator, you can file a complaint with the state attorney general. Chris Nagus, News 4 investigates.
Also late today, the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department confirmed to News 4 Groves now has a warrant out for his arrest for passing a bad check.